Hey guys, what's up? It's Umbruhh here, and today I want to do a little commentary on Final Fantasy XIV. So today I want to give some predictions on what the next expansion for Final Fantasy XIV will be like. Now, as we all know, Stormblood is going to be coming out in 2 weeks on June 16th, 2017, so it's right around the corner. Well, I mean, that's when early access starts. The real release date is June 20th, but it's coming out soon, and I don't know about you guys, but I am excited. But I also am thinking, what is the next expansion after Stormblood gonna be like? And today, I'm going to be talking about what I predict it will be like. So, again, these are only predictions based on what I've heard from like live letters on Stormblood, some Q&As from some interviews with Yoshida, and so here we go. So first of all, as for the setting of 5.0, I believe that 5.0 will take place in Garlemald, where you go to fight the Garlean Empire to stop them once and for all. Because in Heaven's Ward, you got Ishgard to join the Eorzean Alliance again, and you've made peace between the Elezen of Ishgard and the Dragons of Dravania. In Stormblood, you're going to liberate Alamigo and Doma, although we don't quite know how that will turn out yet, so hopefully if they do unite, they'll all decide to take, since that all of the countries and states that Garlemald oppress and oppose, they all unite and take the fight to Garlemald. So, what will Garlemald look like? Now, we've only seen a little bit in cutscenes. I couldn't tell if they were actually in Garlemald or it was just a Garlean base in Eorzea. But from what we know, Garlemald is a high-tech and advanced civilization. They have stronger technology than both Eorzea and Othard combined. So, meaning that their cities will probably be way more high-tech than we see in like Ishgard or like Gridania or Doma. Like, I'm just throwing out examples. What we'll see in the new expansion 5.0, we'll be seeing a lot, the environments will have a lot more stronger technology, let's say. And if we do decide to go to Garlemald for 5.0, I assume that if Cid is still alive, he'll be a center part of the story, because we'll be going back to his homelands, where he was born and where he was raised. And since that we're allies with a Garlean, it could give us some information about our enemy. And assuming whether or not Nero Tolskavia is still an ally, because what I mean is, like, in the recent patch of Final Fantasy XIV 3.6, he allied himself with the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to try to contain the primal that Ilberd unleashed, which was later named Shinryu by the citizens of Doma that reminded them of Othard mythology. So, provided whether or not Nero Tolskavia turns out to be a good guy and he actually keeps his word, he could prove as a center character of this expansion too. So I assume the main antagonist of the storyline in the new expansion would be Varys Zolgalvis, who is the current emperor of the Garlean Empire. Now, as we know, in the Stormblood, Xenos Yai Galvis is going to be the main antagonist, and as I call him, the Ivirito Faveto Samurai. So anyways, he's probably gonna die because he's the villain. Like, most main villains that are advertised are bread shirts. But anyways, what I mean is Varys Zolgalvis will probably be the main antagonist, provided he isn't killed off in Stormblood. So it would make an interesting storyline fighting against the Emperor. Next up, let's talk about jobs. So first off, I want to talk about, let's call them poster jobs. Now what I mean by poster jobs are the jobs that the Warrior of Light is shown using in terms of like opening cutscenes or trailers. So for A Realm Reborn it was Warrior, and for Heaven's Ward it was Dragoon. For Stormblood it was both Monk and Samurai, Monk for Alamigo and Samurai for Althard. And since that we could be going to Garlemald for this expansion, I presume that the poster job for this expansion will either be something like Paladin or Dark Knight, just since that it goes with their theme, and a lot of Garlean soldiers you see are often gladiators or paladins. And since that the Garlean Empire is inspired by a lot of Roman or Latin culture, gladiators would be the primary class. And Dark Knight too, because the armor that you see with a Dark Knight is pretty similar to Garlean's. I mean, not exactly, but it's kind of what you would expect for like an evil empire that's dark. Anyways, for new jobs, there are some possible jobs I would like to discuss that could be in the new expansion. Now, if they decided to add a whole new class, or like a whole new job that wasn't in any Final Fantasy game before, then I would assume it would be a job based off of Roman or Latin culture, similar to how Stormblood featured Japanese style jobs like the Samurai. So for the new expansion 5.0, as for new jobs in this expansion, I could see them adding in something like Rune Fencer, Blue Mage, Puppet Master. Puppet Master especially, since the Garlean Empire has such advanced technology. It would be interesting to see them using like robots or puppets to help them fight in combat. So kind of like a pet class. And if they were going to add a new job, I could see them using something like them adding a class where they use the infamous Gunblade. So like something like that, since we're diving into Garlemald, and yeah. Anyways, that's all I really have to talk about for this video. Anyways guys, I hope you all like this prediction video. If you have any predictions on what 5.0 will be like, make sure to leave your comments down below. If you like this video, be sure to give a like and subscribe for more FF14 content. Anyways guys, I'll see you guys later. You guys are amazing. Umbruhh out.